be all good here in just a second.
You know, his ability to stretch a defense with speed, but then to also have the size and length that he has to be able to have quickness.
First and 10 is what I got on the screen right now.
You just don't see a whole lot of receivers possess.
Cousins, Madison, catch made up and getting yardage back.
Gets it about back to the line of scrimmage. That was a pretty long play to just stay around in the backfield.
I think that's one that Kirk Cousins might want to have back. They had Justin Jefferson.
There we go. I was like, which one was I thinking of? Yeah, I see that the Bills are winning by quite a lot. It's 41-7.
Once he got to the middle, there was no
pretty big.
He's going to have to make one guy.
We'll see if Buffalo holds it, huh?
But there's a good chance he scores if he got that.
You think they're the next blown game of the week?
Second down and 10. Good protection.
Intercepted.
Pass is intercepted by Slay. A flag.
Darius Slay doing what he's used to and picking off
For now, it's a takeaway for Philadelphia.
Kirk Cousins. Been a long time standing kind of just, thing.
Against Minnesota, the pick will stand.
Diggs has 3 TDs. Sheesh. What's up, Caden? Josh Allen's coming right for Tua's weekly best QB performance.
Well, last week, the Lions were 4 for 4 in the red zone, scoring touchdowns.
And they took Josh Allen out. He got 35. Oh, no. They took Allen out of the game.
They got Justin Jefferson, and you can see at the top of the route.
You really want the 50 bird?
He runs behind. He goes behind Slay, and you just cannot do that. If Slay comes up behind in front.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm excited to make the video.
You see he's able to cut him off. Easy interception, and that's a cardinal rule for a receiver. You just can't.
You think Bills are winning it this year? Maybe. They got to beat the Patriots defense first. Can't keep getting lucky against all these cupcake defenses. Sheesh. Not impressed. Beat a real. You got to do it against a real. I mean, look at the Dolphins. They went from barely able to do anything against the Patriots to like a super mega monster team. So clearly, there are much better defenses that await the Buffalo Bills, and the Titans might just kind of suck this year. They also got beat by the Giants, so like, we might just be looking at a bad Titans team this season. Again, if you can take away the run from the Titans, they cannot beat you with the pass. Like, they proved that last. I've told you all about Ryan Tannehill. I've been trying to tell everybody. Listen, I've watched this dude's whole career play out in Miami. He was the problem. For a very long time, he was just a bad problem. Yeah, the Colts haven't won a game in Jacksonville since 2014. The problem is bigger than the roster right now. And if you look back, I believe the Jaguars actually have a very good home record, if not outright lead the home series. They might even somehow like lead the series all time versus the Colts. And I don't know how it's possible. Because they actually literally never lose at home to the Colts. It's serious. Very long time standing thing. And it like happened with Peyton Manning even there. So it's not even like you could just be like, well, it's because, it's because they don't have Manning. It's like, no, it's because, by the way, it's a commercial break. I think the game's about to come back on. Yeah, Buffalo's the best team right now, but I mean that's not, what does that mean in week 2?
For Darius Slay, four-time Pro Bowler.
How's the audio? Is the game a little loud? It looks loud. ESPN always has loud ass goddamn broadcasts for no reason. I turned it down one more notch. A little screen pass there on first down. Good play. Goes for about probably 8. It's fine. All right.
Well, Kirk Cousins gets credited with the interception, but this is on Justin Jefferson at the top of the route. Slay is watching the receiver, but he reads it.
What did Kirk do?
He has to cross his face, even if it means a
Oh, fucking Darius Slay just played it perfectly.
But as soon as that ball's thrown on time by Cousins, and if you duck behind,
Jalen Hurts gets out of the way, looks around, throws, and incomplete.
Brown incomplete. By the way, we've talked about Jefferson so much and Darius Slay. Jefferson,
Yeah, dude.
0 catches on 2 targets against Slay, and now the interception for
You don't see, no one knows about the secret world of what it's like being a redheaded guy. And I'm not going to tell you what it's like being in the secret world of a redheaded guy. You just stay thinking whenever you think about us.
I mean, Darius Slay really had a nice season last year. Struggled a little bit. Not one of his better.
Look at whatever Carson Wentz has, because I think that's like not very good. And just think that's all. That's every one of us. That's. Yeah, the Ravens. No, you know who had the worst? Who had the worst loss this weekend? Was it the Browns? And I tell you what the score was with under 2 minutes left in the game. In that Browns game. Yeah, Megan's really, really hot though. Yeah, she's. I mean, that guy's pretty cool. That hairy dude. He should be the next king when his dad dies. Like the older one should just be like, nah, I'm good. You can be king. That shit's gay. I wouldn't want to be fucking king. You know how much that would suck if my dad was the king of something, because that'd put me directly in line. My dad's old and like decrepit. I'd be like, damn, I'm gonna be a young ass king. This really fucking actually sucks. That would actually suck a bag of dicks if you had to be a king of something. Oh. I'd pass. I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'll just be Prince for the rest of my life. This is a way better life. And that'll be another first down for the Eagles. Yeah, I agree. That one guy, you guys would piece him right up. Oh, that now it looks way too quiet. There's like no middle ground in this game. Again, ESPN just also has bad broadcasts. I don't know what it is. But by the way, the Browns led in that game 30 to 14 with 2 minutes or a minute 44 left at one point. I don't know how you managed to lose a game. I don't know how you managed to get the ball back after they score and lose the game. I get whatever, they score a touchdown, right? Like the momentum, they're fucking kind of like fired up, but whatever, it happens, right? How in the world do you lose the game? That's just mind-blowing. Now ESPN's way too quiet. It's all right. The Eagles are driving here. This is looking like it's going to wind up in points. They're just outside the 20. Uh-oh. Hey, there goes A.J. Brown. Do you think the stupid-ass Titans are going to regret not paying that guy for some reason? Like, no reason. I don't... Would they give Ryan Tannehill, like, $90 million extension? They're like, listen, Ryan Tannehill's going to lead us to the promised land. You don't get it. Tannehill's the man. Like, oh, that's shocking that you people still think that. By the way, I always have told you guys, even when I had to fight with every one of you, when you all bought into whatever the fuck they were trying to sell you with Ryan Tannehill, I tried to tell all of everybody, don't buy this. It'll last maybe 2, maybe 3 years. I don't even think it's been that long since he had a decent season. It's been a season and a half. Stephon Diggs saved your fantasy. Titans suck. Giants emasculated Derrick Henry, and the Bills are... Yeah, Bills, they're done. Titans are finished. Gonna have to rebuild them. Yeah, Bengals will be just fine. Yeah, but their offensive line is just bad right now. The Bengals are one team that will get their shit together in the NFC or AFC North. Because Burrow isn't playing bad, like, numbers-wise. It's just like it's just something ain't clicking for him. Diggs is a little bit mid. No, the Browns played like terrible situational football. If I was the general manager of the Browns, I would fire Kevin Stefanski mid-season for that. I'd just be like, nah, you know what, Kevin? How the fuck did you just lose that game? You're gonna have to explain this one to me, buddy. I can't make this up in my head how you lost. That might be a flag on the Vikings. No, I guess Hurts was kind of already engaged and he just went down. All right, anyway, it'll bring up third down here for the Eagles. We'll see what they have to do. 4:50 remains here in the quarter. Good long drive here by the Eagles. What's going on with the Raiders? Josh McDaniels isn't that good of a head coach. Ceiling is Tannehill. Is that what we want? A few good years and then first round. Yeah, you don't want guys that are like Ryan Tannehill can like... he can get you to the dance, but he'll never get you in the door. He can get you there. Jimmy G will get you in there and get you all the way to the end, but then, you know, the fourth quarter happens and the whole team just collapsed. Fucking Chiefs, dude. You guys have no idea how much of even more of a Jimmy G defender I would have been if he'd have just won that Super Bowl against Mahomes. I'd be like, listen, guys, he's literally the next Montana. I mean, he might be. He's got the next most rings after Garoppolo. If he'd have been able to win that goddamn Super Bowl over Mahomes, but his defense choked and their offense, led by Kyle Shanahan, notorious choke artist in the Super Bowl. Because he just stops running in the fourth quarter. I really don't understand. It's crazy, dude. Has leads and shit and just starts throwing the football 4 times in a row if he can. What, I'm at the 40 of the other team? I'll just give him the ball. I don't give a fuck. They don't even know it's coming. All right, here we go. Eagles about to take a 20-point lead. Why? They're about to be down 20 points. Dude's out here just full on spoiling like big plays again. Oh, cool. Wow. A big play. Now I see. The Dolphins brought a tear to your eye yesterday. Why? Because they played so mid. Sheesh. But yeah, the Vikings blocked the field goal attempt and ran it all the way back to the 30. Yeah, see that Steelers Nation, you're spoiling it for everybody. See your selfish antics. I'm shocked they're not going to a commercial break almost immediately. 2 of them, if not 1. I forget Monday Night Football is usually not as commercial filled because ESPN has like money compared to the other shitty networks. They're like, we got Disney money. We don't give a fuck. We'll run the game for most of the performance. We don't want these nasty football sponsors. Hell yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's been on commercial. This been 10 minutes straight of football. What Monday Night Football figure out people hate commercials and they went, you know how we'll be better than all of them? How? We'll just cut out the number of commercials. What do you mean? Trust me. You don't know how many people hate these goddamn commercials. We'll keep Dan Orlovsky on air for 7 hours if we got to. Fuck him. He works for us. We gave him a lot of money. And if that is the case, then ESPN has the best broadcast. I don't care who they got actually running it. I don't even listen to the audio. It's not my preferred. Raiders and Ravens fans? Yeah, they're hiding too. I haven't seen a Ravens fan in a minute. What's up, Eric? You had a good day? Why is that? Glad to hear you had a good day. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd and long. I didn't want to believe it because I'm actually a car guy, but this 2 weeks in the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders are just... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. McDaniels really just isn't a good coach, I don't think. What's up, Daniel? What's up? Winning after being down 21 in the fourth is mid. Sign me up for that every week. All right. Do it against a team with a real defense like the Patriots. You see what we did to the Steelers too? Clamp them motherfuckers down even worse. You guys are lucky you had all your receivers at full health at that point in the season. When we play you next time, it might not be the case with everyone you got on your team. So we'll see who wins round 2. I got my money on New England. Because remember, Tyreek Hill looks like a whole different receiver when he's not playing us, doesn't he? Now, Caden, you can speak directly to this because you watched both games, I would hope. My day was good, Matthew. How was yours? Eagles got another pick. This isn't good. Kirk Cousins is going full Kirk Cousins here in the on primetime football. Fucking bitch. Avonte Maddox with the interception. Oh yeah, it's full on primetime Kirk. Good foot. It's every aspect of every part of a Kirk Cousins performance. Top tier roster. Really good team, like a good record team. Prime time. Big game. Could put him in first place by himself in the division. He doesn't win games. He just is. Like, people pretend like Jared Goff is the most unclutch quarterback, and he might be. He's pretty unclutch. Kirk Cousins is literally and people try to fight it, used to fight me on this. I'm like, guys, I don't know. He just fucking. Because last year he did good in primetime games, so they're like, you see, he's good now. It's like, no, he's still bad. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Bean? What's up, Alex? Some people just see things earlier. See, I wish I would have been listening to the Patriots broadcast. Apparently they start Tyreek Hill had almost 14 plus receptions for 200 yards and 5 touchdowns against the Patriots. Whoa. I didn't even know you guys threw for more than 250 against us. Tyreek had almost that many yards receiving in week 1, didn't he? He has 500 plus receiving yards already. Holy shit, dude. He's literally up in the 500s already. I don't remember Tyreek Hill doing anything against us. Did he even have 94 yards on 3 less receptions? Okay, how many touchdowns did he catch? So under 100 yards. And how many touchdowns? Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you. Or Kev, I appreciate you, man. Compared to what, the 4 he had last night? I mean, what are you saying? Our defense isn't any good? We clamped you motherfuckers to 20 points. What are you talking? You guys just scored 500. You guys had 600 yards in a quarter against. What is this? So 0. He was at 0 yards and under 100 yards. Do you know what getting clamped down means by a team, Caden? Do you know what so your number 1 receiver who doubled everything, and he doubled his touchdowns. He went from 0 to 2. That'd be doubling 0. And he had twice as many yards. And dude, you come on, man. You gotta give us credit. We're not an easy defense. We fucking clamped you guys up, and we would have won if we had any offensive, if we had any play. If we would have played the way we played the Steelers, we would have smacked the shit out of you guys week 1. Why are you pretending like we wouldn't have? We just beat a better defense than you guys. What are you doing? The Steelers have a better defense than you guys. And we just...
17-point affair here. Pass is caught by Scott.
Dude, he had under 100 yards and 0 touchdowns. Do you know what being clamped up means?
Just 2.
Yeah, that's not from a number 1 wide receiver that you're paying the money you're paying him for his first game against your bitter division rival to get under 100 yards and no touchdowns. Yeah, that's a... Oh, by the way, he was single covered all game too. We single cover him. And you're giving us no credit. We literally put him in single coverage and we just don't pay attention to him the rest of the game. You know that's what we do with Tua, like Tyreek Hill. We figured out how to deal with this dude. He beat us one too many times and we went, yeah, okay, we got him now. At least give us our credit, man. Jesus, this is why I hate Dolphins fans. I've literally been like, dude, the Dolphins played unreal yesterday. I'm sitting here making silly little memes saying they played mid. Like, no one can excuse what you guys did yesterday, but like, I'm just being fucking silly. And this dude's like, yeah, you know, we actually fucked you guys up too. It's like, no, you barely won. You won because we played bad. If you were to look at that game, the Patriots just played very shitty on offense. You guys just got fucking clamped up by a defense that's going to be very nasty for every team to play this year. Like, that's just the truth of the Patriots. Mitch Trubisky, outside of 2 fucking drives, looked like he didn't even belong in the NFL. Like, he just looked like a fucking lost quarter. He was like, man, I don't even fucking... They were like doing 3-yard passes to move the ball. That was as effective as the offense against us was yesterday. It was 3-yard dump-offs to like screen plays. That was all they could do. And sometimes run the ball. But when they put Najee in, we went, oh, they're running it. And we fucking teed off on Najee Harris as hard as we could. We didn't tackle him all the times. And those were the bad drives. We don't tackle very well. I will give some people that. If you got a physical team, you'll beat the Patriots. And you'll probably beat the hell right out of us pretty badly. We can't tackle. But boy, we'll catch your team. And if 3 or 4 of us get there, oh, he ain't going anywhere. But we got some fast players. They just can't really tackle anybody individually. Except one guy, Kyle Duggar. And if he gets you individually, he's going to try to hurt you. He hits you through the concrete. So does Jabril Peppers. I've never actually seen Jabril Peppers play at a consistent basis. Because he's usually on the other team and I don't really watch him. So this dude literally was hitting guys so hard, like fucking extra driving. I'm like, dude, I hope he never goes near a quarterback because he's going to get us in big goddamn trouble fucking hitting people like that. I'm like, he hits so fucking hard. Holy shit. Go look up some of the hits this dude was putting on the fucking... Dude, I thought they banned the way he was hitting people. I think he's probably gonna get fined for it. He's gonna probably get fined for it. I'm gonna be honest. He was jacking people up. Like old school driving guys through the turf type hits. It was fucking crazy. Either that or he hit him so hard in the air that the follow through looked bad. Like it might just be that, Mike. I don't know. I'm yelling at a Dolphins fan because I'm being silly and saying that they played mid, and I think he's taking me far too seriously. Because now he's trying to say Tua had just as good a game yesterday as he did against the Patriots. And it's like, dude, he had like a near like record-setting performance for your franchise yesterday, didn't he? Like, didn't he get like 200-plus yards? Like, what was his actual yards total yesterday? 2 touchdowns, I found out. I think Waddle's their actual immediate target receiver, I'll be honest with you. Just because I think Tua's had more time with him. And Tyreek is the Randy Moss for them. Yeah, I know, Phil, and I'm saying they played mid as like a joke, seeing if I can bait out Dolphins fans and see if they'll get all pissy, because it's really funny to do this. I do it to Chiefs fans all the time, and they get fucking so angry. And then they start insulting the Patriots. It's like, yeah, I know. We have a number one. We're probably going to have a top 3 defense, and we'll probably be just outside the playoffs this year, waiting and waving at everybody who gets in. We'll be there next season. I don't know about this year because our offense doesn't, not look so great. But well, let's hope it's, let's just hope that we suck now on offense, and that it's not just, it's a second-year QB going into a brand-new offense in his second season in the league. And the offense happens to be called by Fat Matt Patricia, which isn't the greatest, but
Donatelli's been at it a long time, 2-time Super Bowl champ.
he's not the worst.
3 years for Vic Fangio.
Matt Canada's a lot worse.
Was a defensive backs coach.
So, and he just got a job still.
With the 49ers and the Bears.
He's starting fucking Mitch Trubisky over Kenny Pickett. Did you hear them Pittsburgh fans? They were going crazy for Kenny Pickett. I was going to bring that up. Them motherfuckers are done with these loser quarterbacks if their name isn't Kenny Pickett. They're like, listen, dude, we'll lose games with Kenny. Like, Pittsburgh fans, I don't think the Steelers franchise understands where the Pittsburgh fans are at. They don't want these loser quarterbacks starting for them. They can be the backups. That's totally cool if they have to be used. I think Steelers fans, unless Kenny Pickett is, like, actually, like, dog water, they'd rather lose games, like close games with a rookie quarterback, and let him develop quickly in the NFL instead of slowly. And, maybe even contend for Rookie of the Year if he can win, like, 8-9 games or something. I think Patricia is in an interesting situation when the Patriots actually get Thornton back, because in the West Coast offense, we are actually missing a major component, which is blinding speed, which is what we have with Thornton. And Thornton's going to play, and Kendrick Bourne, as soon as we put Kendrick Bourne in at the start of the second half, we were a different football team. We also started power block. We started power running again. Do you know what, Mike? I think Bill Belichick looked at Matt Patricia and said, all right, I'm not fucking zone blocking any goddamn more this season. Not even once, Matt. Get rid of the zone block. We're done. We're not doing that. It's not working. Fuck your stupid run zone, because we could run the ball. And you know how we ran? Power run blocking the entire second half. The Steelers have no idea what we did because we just switched and started power running up the middle, basically. And the Steelers went, what the hell is this? They turned into a normal football team for 2 weeks, and then they brought back out power runs and the I formation out of nowhere. Yeah, it's a very interesting 24-7 game. It's not bad. The Eagles can't get the kill shot in. We'll see with Matt. I'm not ready to throw the towel in on Fat Matt. What's up, Spider? You're giving up on Davis Mills? I don't know. Got to give a second-year quarterback. By the way, it's a commercial break, so it's change possession. Vikings get the ball with 11:49 left in the game. Vikings got to score here to stay in the game, though. Actually, bullshit. I seen the Browns blow a game with a similar lead recently. Who's lighting them up? Oh, Hurts? Yeah, Hurts has been an absolute menace. The fucking Vikings have no answer for him. Oh, yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, well, they even took Josh Allen out the game just so he didn't get hurt, which means that them shitty Titans players were fucking trying to hurt him. They couldn't score again. Surprise, surprise. Oh, look, Ryan Tannehill didn't do a goddamn thing. Yeah, I didn't. Why did the Titans not have old dummy today? What happened with Henry? Is he hurt? Josh Allen just sat, and on the 7th day, he sat. Bills fans probably. I just made a new Bills fan shirt because some Bills fans hitting up the Mafia group chat with like 1 million of them in there, and they're like, dude. We could make Josh Allen like God, dude. And on the 7th day he rested, and consider like today like the 7th day of the NFL schedule. And we could put 41 to 17 on the shirt, dude. Dude. What's up, Bean? Yeah. At least they did the comeback this time. Like, I'll give them credit. I think they're built differently. I'll give the Falcons a little credit. I don't think they're actual choke artists this time. I think they're going to try to upset a lot of teams this year. You got to remember, they did pull the Band-Aid off entirely on that franchise. So I'm giving them a pass on the being choke artists at the core, because they don't have the core anymore. No, I think you guys getting rid of Matt Ryan was the best move, because you were never going to. It was always going to be that with him. It was never until you got rid of every piece of that Super Bowl, which I think, other than maybe like one or two guys, I think it's all gone, right? Like all of 2016, like that whole team's, I think, like maybe saved like 3 guys. Yeah, I mean, but you guys finally shed that. I think somebody in your like organization finally like understood. Yeah, we're never gonna win if we keep anyone from that team. We just got to get rid of all these guys. Why? Because they just it fundamentally broke us, man. All of us are fucking losers for that. None of us have had a good career. I feel bad for like, because that was such a good team, and all those players just sucked after that. It was just like, man, they're broken. Yeah, Ritter's going to be pretty solid if the preseason was any kind of... that dude's got to catch that ball, though. Mon's got to catch that. Yeah, I think you guys did the right thing getting rid of your veteran pieces. It sucked, but look what the Lions did. But it sucks because the Lions became America's football team in the offseason somehow. I've never seen anything like it. The Lions went from everyone made fun of the Lions to, don't you talk about my fucking... don't you talk about the Lions that way. Like, jeez. Usually, like, you can't even bring up the Lions without people going, man, I hope they turn it around and get things going there now. Like, people have optimism for the Lions. Like, everybody's bought into Dan Campbell. It's like, all right, I guess everybody likes Dan Campbell. This is fucking great. I liked him as soon as we seen him. Mainly because I was like, oh, dude, you know how funny it would be if the Lions won with him? And he's turned into a good coach. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's great. St. Brown? Did you see the TD run Hurts had? No, I didn't watch the first half. It was a nice run. Lions have been drafting really well. They're going to be a problem. Jared Goff might have found his confidence again, by the way. He threw 4 touchdowns against a decent defense. You just bought yourself a whole snack upstairs, and I decided I would eat it after I shower. Oh, no. Let me guess, your dog ate it. Now you have to eat it and then rebrush your teeth. You know the Lions have scored 35-plus points in the last 3 games, dating back to the last game of the regular season. Damn, that's fucking shitty, Bean. Ooh, good pickup there on 2nd and 10. That'll be just shy of the 40 for Smith Jr. That's Irv Smith. Yeah, that's really shitty, Bean. You got to eat it with a little bit of toothpaste flavor. Pats Lions. Patriots are going to win by a lot in that game. Sorry to Lions fans, but we're going to come through and beat the dog shit out of that football team. Your goofy little fun franchise is adorable right now, but you're not going to beat the Lions with pure aggression. You're not going to beat us with pure aggression. That'll be the fastest way. You're down by 40 and you don't even know what happened. And then if you keep trying, we'll just score more. Like, that's the difference. Like, oh no, we'll come back in the game. No, you won't. We'll put 60 points on the board. You want to keep playing, Dan Campbell? It'll be 60-30, and Lions fans will be like, yeah, we shouldn't have maybe tried to come back because they put 20 points up in like fucking 3 minutes. How'd they do that? They picked us twice and scored. We held goofy ass Jared Goff to 3 points and with the fucking mega with the Rams.
And it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you make a good point.
We're gonna get our revenge for that game against Tom Brady. Trust me.
That you'd like to
Goofy ass Lions fans been chirping me for 4 years about that game. Remember last time we played you guys? Fucking SpongeBob ass fan base.
good job. He's always looking to
They make Goofy laughs whenever they can talk shit to fucking real teams.
free agency, filling some needs.
And I swear to dude, we're gonna get smoked by Detroit now. I already know how this goes in my head. We're gonna lose so bad to the Lions, and I'm gonna just stop streaming because I'm gonna be so annoyed. I'm gonna be like,
man miss, and he does.
and everyone's gonna be like, man, he really is a Patriots fan. That's fucking crazy. He's genuinely getting fucking hurt feelings. And I'd be like, yeah, I maybe don't like the Lions even so much anymore.
Bradbury missed a
They're gonna get fucking mouthy like last time.
first down as the result.
Yeah, Bradbury comes up, and this was the one here. If he makes that play there, then they don't pick up.
Yeah, the Ravens. I'm super scared of.
Cousins back.
Yeah, Goff looked great the entire year. He almost won MVP that year.
Cousins looks up. He's seeing Darius Slay.
We held him to 3 points
And another well-timed blitz.
after he scored like fucking 50 points a game in every playoff game.
It's not something that he majors in. He picks his spots, and they pick up that first down, and they get to midfield, and he dials one up. And
Yeah, I don't know what the Ravens are about to do.
he definitely has his thoughts on how
Yeah, Rager.
defense to look and what he's going to do, and he's unwavering in his beliefs.
He out here, man. He's making them regret it.
Right hand of Jalen Rager. To the delight of the crowd here in Philadelphia.
Well, that's another blitz as well.
Question: what the hell was the Ravens defense doing? I don't know. Chilling. It's like, bro, you don't know their strategy. You're just a hater.
Safety on that play.
Like, if you actually look at some of their like breakdowns, it's like, yeah, what were the Ravens doing yesterday? They were like, I don't know. I guess their defense is just kind of weird right now. I'm surprised how good Slay's been. Yeah, Slade does really good when he's like, what is it? They just strip sacked him.
Covered up by Minnesota and Ed.
4th down. Vikings are gonna have to go for it here. Under 10 minutes left. Down by almost 20. What's up, Kenny? Yeah, Rager has 3 targets. What have you done tonight, Steelers Nation?
They run a game inside. They run
Yeah, I don't know. They thought they were going to play cover 0. Dude, Mike, you know what's adorable is everybody thinks the Patriots are easy to copy. I think the Ravens legit tried to just fucking play Tyreek Hill in cover 0 like we do. Because, like, I think they think Jonathan Jones. They're like, dude, Jonathan Jones isn't that good. They don't know that we haven't played our number 1 corner. We've been playing Tyreek Hill and Jonathan Jones since 2019. That was the first time it ever worked on Tyreek Hill. Jonathan Jones just can cover Tyreek Hill, and it's not really known as to why that quite is. He'll get beat a few times, but most of the time, yeah, we can handle him. We'll hold him. He ain't gonna fucking beat us. That's for goddamn sure. He ain't gonna do what he did against the Ravens to us. That's for fucking sure.
Philly gets the ball back, 4th quarter in Philadelphia.
Not often, anyway. Not often. But again, not many top wide receivers do well against the Patriots. It's kind of Bill Belichick's like specialty. He can't fucking find them, but he sure knows how to defeat them. It's like, yeah, definitely know how to defeat them on the team too. Just sit everybody. Rager is pretty good. I'm doing good, Kenny. How was your day? Why would they punt? I have no idea why they would punt right there. 741 tough payback from last season. Yeah. Yeah, we're missing a big part of our offense. People don't realize. Everyone's like, he's a rookie. Yeah, so is Cole Strange. Hey, Steelers Nation, what happened with your boy Hayward? My boy Strange had him in the 69 all weekend. All game, man. Hayward, you see how mad Hayward was at the end of that game? You know why? It's because Hayward couldn't get anything going. A rookie had Casey Hayward, potential Hall of Fame D tackle, in fucking prison. The pick that everybody mocked the New England Patriots for is now being looked at as, oh, that might have actually been a good pick. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe everybody should ignore that he went to Chattanooga and that the Patriots drafted him. Because if it would have been Tampa Bay with the 33rd pick, everyone would have been like, what a good fucking pick. You know, he had a raw athletic score that put him at, you know, he's the 7th highest rated guard out of 1,200 guard prospects since 1982 that we've started keeping this thing. He's the 7th highest rated one ever. And yeah, he's a pretty gonna be a good pick. That never came up about Cole Strange, except if you follow like raw athletic score reports like I do for draft picks. For some reason, that was just completely left out of every fucking mention of Cole Strange. Did any of you know that before I just said it? That he was the 7th highest rated guard prospect ever in like the history of the NFL since 1982, since they tracked it. Out of 1,300 guys, basically, it's like 1,292, 1,298. Never. That really changes things, doesn't it, with a player when they're that highly rated of a fucking player? Yeah, and guess what? He made Casey Hayward all by himself look like a fucking just irrelevant in the game, and they kept switching coverage on him like late in the game, and he was just fucking mashing them. He went fucking like full crazy mode at the end of that game. Every single big run in the fourth quarter for the Patriots was behind Cole Strange, the rookie. He can run block like I've never seen before. And apparently that was his specialty, was power run blocking and zone run blocking. And I can see why. He's crazy fast. Is that Travis Kelce? Yeah, it's not good for I mean, if you're a Giants fan, you're not getting any assistance. Damn, Travis Kelce wants to be an Eagle now. Oh, picked by the Vikings. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Is this the moment? No, he has to score, big guy. Oh, big guy had to score on that one. Big guy's got to score there. Got to score on the pick. Which brothers?
Having to try to navigate. They're running this middle screen, and the timing of it just is off. And when you're throwing that ball in the middle like that on a screen, there's a lot of bodies in there, so you don't really have much of a choice as a quarterback but to put it high.
Wait, which two? What are the brothers that look different?
Then generally, that's what's going to happen. A pretty high risk play at this point.
Yeah, I think the Tigers might have their beef. Well, they definitely got a good baseball president of baseball operations. We'll see how he performs overall. He was the talent scout for the Cubs when they won the World Series. Yeah, I think there's too much. I don't know. We'll see. If the Vikings score here in the next play or two, it's 2nd and goal. If they could score here and only knock like 3 seconds off the play clock, it might be enough time. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know why we started zone block. We don't have guys to zone block. It's like Matt Patricia. Listen, if you just go back to the run block or power run blocking, no one will care. That's going to be... Oh, the goddamn Eagles just got so unlucky. Oh. And I think fucking unfortunately Darius Slay just got hurt. Well, the Vikings just got very lucky that ball wasn't intercepted and potentially ran back for a touchdown. There would have been nobody there if that ball was picked. Look at that zone. Motherfucker's scoring. It's 31-7, by the way, right there. Boom. Game over. That's literally that's a 6 right there. That's like a 9,900-yard touchdown. Oh, no. Slay picked it anyway. Oh, no.
He's got his second, and the Eagles have their 3rd of the night.
Kirk Cousins, what are you doing? Oh, Kirk Cousins. If I die, I die. Shit. What the fuck was that?
Slay once again, nowhere for Jefferson.
Like, that was the easiest. You probably shouldn't throw it over there, Kirk. Their best two corners are standing over there. They had him double covered with two good corners and shit. It's like, Kirk, you know there's probably somebody else on the field that's going to be, like, your tight end is got to be the most uncovered by a line or covered by a linebacker ass looking linebacker I've ever seen. Some dude who's like going breathing hard and shit because he's trying to keep up with Irv Smith, and Irv Smith's been like, I've been open like all game, dude. I'm sorry I keep even trying to get open against you. It's been unfair to you. Yeah, no, it's cool, dude. It's only week 2. Why are you so wide open? He's just stopped covering him like 2 quarters ago. He's just like, it's fine. He said I don't have to cover him. He said he wouldn't catch it. He just runs over and hits him after he catches it for like 9 yards. And it's just like, well, all right, that's fine. They beat us that way. They beat us that way. But Kirk keeps throwing it just... All right, they got Maddox and Slay on one side of the field. We don't think Kirk will work. Oh, Kirk's working exclusively on this side of the field tonight. All right. Kirk's like, yeah, I'm only working toward your 2 best corners. I'm only going to do that. Well, why? Because they're not going to expect me to do it. Kirk, you know that's not how this works in the NFL, right? You can't, like, you can't judo mind trick or Jedi mind trick them. No, like, listen, they're gonna, they're so unused to people. No, Kirk, it doesn't work that way. That doesn't work in the real world. No, they're not expecting to throw. No, Kirk, they're expecting to throw all the time to come at them. That's why they're seemingly always ready for every throw that gets thrown at them. They're stunned when the throw isn't thrown at your best receiver. It's like, wow, you're a fucking weak quarterback. And Kirk Cousins hears that, I guess, and goes, I ain't a fucking weak quarterback. And they go, yeah, you are. And he goes, I'm not fucking weak. And he starts throwing there all game. He's probably the easiest, like, idiot quarterback to bait into doing dumb shit like this, throwing 3 times at your number 1 and 2 corners. Darius Slay could have had like 4 other picks too. He dropped 4 balls basically is what happened. It's either, he probably did. I'd seen him drop at least 2 other picks, so there's at least 4 on the field. The Eagles probably shouldn't even be winning this game. Kirk has goddamn 3-4 interceptions. 3 of them. Jesus, dude. And he could have like 3-4 more. Yeah, no, Kirk plays you guys way different. Yeah, no, Kirk is, he only plays the Packers good. I guess now. He's like beat the Packers, like 4 or 5 times in a row now. He's like the only guy who can beat you guys sometimes. You guys will lose 3 times a year, and it's twice to Kirk Cousins the last 2 years. It's mind-blowing that you guys have been losing to Kirk so often lately. What's been going on with this? If you're a Packers fan. Did you just figure out how to play your defense and go, all right, I got it now? Packers fans watching this going, what the fuck, dude? Wait, what's crazy? Oh, Bills fans are about to be like, everyone said Stephon Diggs wasn't going to be good. Literally nobody said that. Not one person. The only thing is, other teams got roasted when it came out that it only cost like 1 first-round pick. Everyone's like, it only cost 1? And the Patriot, and I went, man, I'm so goddamn mad that we would have had this if we would have just gave him a first. Motherfucker, they called us back and said, if you can give us a first, he's still yours because we agreed to give him to you guys first. Your whole fucking team wouldn't even exist right now if fucking Bill would have gave up a shitty fucking first round pick. I mean, we used it on Kyle Duggar. So, ultimately, I'm glad we kept the pick. Yeah, Dale, I can't imagine you're very happy watching this after the fact that It's like, dude, wait a minute. We lost to this guy like 3 times in a row right now. What even the fuck is this? Stefan Diggs didn't get shot. Wait, when did Diggs get shot? Oh, what are you talking? Is somebody talking that sounds funny? Uh-oh.
Darius Slay has been every bit his equal defensively. It just, you know, if you're going to win a game like this, Nick Sirianni, your best.
Oh, somebody got. Oh, I never heard of little TJ. Well, it's a good thing he's alive. Good. I'm glad to hear he's doing good.
He's stood up. And a timeout is taken by the Vikings.
I don't really stay too connected to the music world these days. I don't really listen to a lot of music in the first place. I'll be honest with you. Most of what I listen to is old and a lot of meme music. I have very poor musical taste. I genuinely think that Weird Al Yankovic is a top 3, maybe top 2 musical artist of all time. And I say that with zero irony. If you've seen it, even his goddamn movie's a parody of biopics. It's fucking brilliant, dude. That movie's going to be great, by the way. The Weird Al biopic. Do you know what the premise is? It's a complete parody of a biopic. It's a complete, like, because they're always full of, like, bullshit lies and, like, exaggerations to make a celebrity seem a little cooler and a little better than what they really were. So that's what they're going balls to the wall with this. And the guy that's playing him's Harry Potter and shit. It's going to be fucking so good, dude. I'm very excited. It's not a traditional bio. When I seen the trailer, I went, "Oh, this is going to be so fucking... This is going to be so good." I'm glad they're making that. I'm glad they made that. And I'm glad that they didn't make a serious movie either, because it would have been really weird to see a serious Weird Al presentation. All them big old lesbians in the WNBA finished up with their lesbian ball. No, just kidding. The biggest lesbian came out on top. She's got the strongest jaw. You know, I'm saying this and like I'm just playing around, but like there's a lot of gay women in that league. Or at least that right now that they're gay. Maybe when they stop taking steroids, they won't be. But for right now, you know, that's what they're doing. So. Get off a little bit of that testosterone and start, you know, getting some estrogen flowing there. You kind of, I think a lot of them start having kids and shit. A lot of them stay with chicks too. I don't know. It's none of my business. Yeah, it's something in there. I think it has to do with the fact that I think men used to take multiple women. I think there's just like a weird, long-standing thing. I think it's just something deep, fucking culturally that we had to have a long, long time ago. And it just made sense for survival and just keeping things going numbers-wise, so we didn't have to cross swords. And, you know, that's probably was far enough it removed where it was like, all right, I guess that's okay, probably. For them, that was trying their best to not, inbreed. And I'll give them like a 6 out of 10 effort for not understanding how things were. That's like maybe 5, 6 out of 10 for like Cro-Magnon people. It's pretty good. That's pretty good problem solving. Again, you know, people also probably got angry when they had scratchy asses from when they shit on the floor. You know, it is what it is. till the first guy shit in the water and went, oh, this is way better. It just comes right off. No, no sticky butt.
And then with the upgrades on the roster, it is really paying off for him. 3rd down and 7. Hurts.
Then they realized they shouldn't shit near the water.
Hurts fakes the throw. And then
Man, it's good that I was born at this point in time because I'd have hated being born way back when.
the Eagles,
Like back in the caveman days. Can you imagine how bad that would have been?
which I assume the Vikings will decline.
It sucks when the power goes out. Can you imagine fucking being a caveman? You got nothing to do all day. You just sit there and then get killed by something. It snuck up on you. Because there might not even be caves formed from erosion yet. So there might not even,
Got his 30th career
you really just got it rough.
week 1 against Green Bay. Such a vital piece to this defense. So
I like a lot of the music they make now. A lot of it's pretty funny if you listen to the right stuff.
with the punt, one more chance for the crowd.
I think parody music's about to become huge in the next couple years. Parody / meme music. I think it's going to actually become its own very big, very fucking stupid genre of just horse shit music. But it's going to unironically make some actually pretty good sounding fucking songs. And people will, it'll make some pretty big, some big shit's going to come from that genre of music. The Michael Jackson of meme music will show up soon. I don't believe them people about Michael Jackson, by the way. With their bullshit documentaries that have been proven to be false now. I feel good to say that I've never once turned on the Jackson on Mike. I'll never let them white devils convince me that he did anything inappropriate with them kids. Just because he was a nice guy. And fucking tried to give fucking sick kids a good time. He's a bad human being. I don't play that. Fucking prove it once. Win a court case against this man. Somebody. How come Macaulay Culkin didn't get fucked by Michael Jackson, huh? Either that or he's really holding the line for this guy for no fucking reason. I'm sorry. He could have did that kid. He'd have been able to for a very long time. For any time he probably, and Macaulay probably would have let him. He'd been like, this is fine, Michael. You're not the first one. And it would have been bad and shit. But weird enough. The only one who isn't broken needing money. Fuck out of here. You were quiet when the money was flowing. Oh, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Poor fucking guy. You know what's crazy is how like buried half the reason he had like weird shit done to him is. You're like, yeah, he had plastic surgery. Did you know that? Yeah, didn't like his face catch on fire and like didn't like his face like literally like a fucking like he was at a Pepsi commercial and like a camera exploded on half of his face. And everyone's like, he got plastic surgery. Yeah, because didn't a camera blow up on it? Is that real? Or is that just a rumor that that's why he got the surgery? But it's like, I feel like that's like a thing that could have actually happened. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. It's like, yeah, did you know he got a skin whiten? Yeah, did you know he had vitiligo anyway? And that would have happened eventually. He wore tight ass fucking clothes all the time. Do you know how fucking and what causes the vitiligo to get worse for people who have it? Which is like you rub the darkness off. I don't know what. The only way I know how to describe vitiligo is you rub the darkness away. Okay, because I'm shitty with my words despite being a writer. And I have to think of a funny way to describe a pretty gnarly disease. But basically, yeah, the more that it gets rubbed on, the like badder, like the worse the problem gets for people with the skin problem. And yeah, and he had it. So that's why he bleached his skin. He just got it over with. He was like, fuck this. Because probably when he put on like normal clothes, he probably looked funny. Because again, a lot of the tight clothes that he wore for a lot of his, hey, look at that. He threw it to Thielen for once. Hey, I throw it to the other side where the other two good players aren't. All right, Kirk, maybe that'll work. I think I picked the Vikings. Oh, you ate the snack? Yeah, that's the play I would have gone with. Oh, Irv Smith, look at that. He's been pretty much wide open and covered by linebackers and shit all game. Oh, there's a safety. Oh, Maddox is on him, actually. That's not too bad. I had to. Look too good. Yeah, I have a sub from Subway I'm going to eat after this stream. Subway bowls. I don't eat bowls. I'm a man. I eat subs. I eat sandwiches and shit. Yeah, easy, dude. Easy. I just went with the classic 6-inch spicy Italian. I didn't want anything too fucking crazy. It's a commercial break right now, by the way. I think it's the 2-minute warning. You do all your meal preps? Hell yeah, that's always. I wish I could do that, but I'm not. I just can never get into it. I'm trying to cut weight. I'm fucking skinny and shit, so I'm trying to gain weight and I just can't do it. Whenever I tell people that, they're like, "Man, aren't you like 30 years old? Isn't that like a bad idea at some point?" Yeah, but like I can't gain any fucking weight. When do I stop losing weight if I don't eat for a day? Dude, if I don't eat for for 8 hours, I lose a significant portion of body fat still. And it's like, God damn it, dude. And then I eat a whole bunch of food, and then I'm like, all right, there we go. I'm going to gain a whole bunch of weight. And then I have a hard shit by the time I get home from my 6-mile walk home. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure that's the rest of that. And I guess nothing good. Nah, nothing happens. Nothing, dude. I shit it out in 30 minutes. I don't think I could physically eat bad. I can't eat junk food for it. I poop it out. My body's very efficient. It's a terrible life to have. I'm like, man, I just want to gain weight so I can start working out so I don't get fucking hurt when I work out. Because I already know what's going to happen. If I don't put on some body fat to like shred when I like to like have around my poor raw muscles that are shredded, but they're very fucking there's really no body. I don't really got much fat on me. And I'm not very I don't want to start working out without a layer of fat. I don't think that's good to do. I'll probably sustain an injury. So let's hope I start gaining some goddamn weight, so I can start working out and then get fucking ripped, and then walk around without my shirt on and just punch stuff and be a scary guy. Everyone's kind of like, oh, I hope he doesn't hit me. And no one will know I'll never hit him. I would find the image to be really funny. Me with the big ass beard and just all big. But he's clearly taking steroids, and I take a test and it's like nothing. And they're like, oh, well, that's terrifying. Why'd you get big all of a sudden? Always could have. No, I have big legs already. I look like I skip upper body day. I have goofy sized legs compared to my upper body size. My arms look fucking tiny compared to my legs. Like I look like I do some kind of track or field or some kind of weird long running. With the way I'm built, I look like a long runner. Like I look like I do long distance running. And then I start smoking and they're like, never mind, I don't know what he does. He's just a weird built guy. Maybe he boxes or something. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. You're training and bulking for the competition. That's cool, man. There's a 5-star kicker and a 9.5 on Perfect Kid that goes to my rival school, and he literally admits to doing roids. Damn. Hopefully people don't die on Brian Shaw Day. I would be able to do it just because I just don't sleep that much as it is. But then I have one day where I sleep for like 9-10 hours and I'm fucking good to go for like a week on like barely any sleep. I have a crazy reserve of energy at this stage in my life. That's what the best part of being 29 is, by the way. I turned like 27, 28, and all of a sudden I could fucking... My whole life, I was like, when am I going to get that energy that like grown men get where they... Oh, there it is. And now I have that energy. I didn't get it till I was like 25, dude. It was bullshit. I need to stay awake, and if I need to get shit done, I got fucking unlimited energy. But otherwise, I get pretty tired pretty quick. I smoke a lot of pot. $12,000 calories. Yeah, I can't imagine. That's expensive too. You turn 20 next month. I'll be 30 in 2023. Game's final, by the way. So next year I'll be 30. It'll be pretty crazy. I'm also a young 30 though. I don't know what that means. It means I think I'm aging actually physically slower than a lot of people my age. Like inside. So I'll live a little longer than them for the most part. And I'm fucking a lot healthier than a lot of people. Just sucks that I gotta quit a lot of bad habits next year. So that way I can flex a long life on fucking people who start dying from who were born in the same year or around the same year. About 150 to 160, and that's where I hover around. I know when I weigh 160 because my back never hurts. So it's kind of like I realize I gotta gain weight and get kind of fat because my back it needs some kind of protection. Yeah, I can't afford to eat like that. Well, that's the end of week 2. We'll stay live for a little while here and do like a week 2 kind of recap if you guys want. Pull another half hour out. Yeah. Well, tomorrow I won't be live. I don't go live on Tuesdays. I do it one for the sake of the video because I don't like to put any kind of strain on my channel when it's up. I don't like to direct any. Oh yeah, comment section's fine. Yeah, yeah. But usually I won't go live the day I do a picks video. It's better for the algorithm if I don't. Plus, also like I just did a lot of streaming the last like few days, and I need a couple days off, or at least tomorrow off. I'll be back on Wednesday evening, with the NFL Weekly News and all that. I gotta do a lot of work tomorrow. I'm gonna be busy. I gotta catch my fucking life back up. But 3 stories out, 8 poems. I gotta write something. And I already got the bit that I'm gonna write done. And then I'm fucking good to go. I'm caught up. So that's a long day tomorrow, a pretty long day Wednesday, and then I'm all done. Sheesh. You guys are big people. Pretty big guy myself. I'm about 5'10", 5'11"-ish. roughly 150 to 160 pounds. Pure man. I didn't need to take steroids to grow a beard like an actual man with non-competition levels of testosterone replacement therapy, because I have good testosterone. Sucks to be guys, not me. Hopefully that doesn't kill me in my early 60s. I don't know. NFC North is all 1-1. Yeah, there's a lot of evenness right now. I mean, you can't really look at the standings right now and be like, dude, did you know that this team is 2-0? Yeah, they won all 2 of their games so far. Dude, they're undefeated. Do you know what that means? Yeah, they've won 2 games. You're a hater, bro. It's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. I don't care a team that's 0-2. Yeah, I really don't. I don't even think it's like an 0. If a team's like, dude, they're 0-2. Okay. Maybe when they're 0-4, I'll be like, uh-oh. Yeah, that's starting to be a problem, isn't it? But like, it's not uncommon. It's pretty uncommon, but it's not uncommon to see a team start 0-3 or 0-4 and then just like everything goes like this. You know what I mean? They can go like 13-4 and make the playoffs theoretically. I feel like we watched the Patriots kind of do that last year when they started 2-4. That's a bad start to a season. You probably shouldn't be making no goddamn playoffs with a 2-4 start. Yeah, that's cool. I think in the AFC, you can make an argument if you start 0-2, you might be kind of fucked long term. But right now, with 17 games, we actually don't really know how that's going to play out. You can't really use past statistics to be like, well, I mean, you can, but it's also like, well, that 17th kind of makes it a little bit weird at times. But I don't think 0-2s is, I don't know. Not in the NFC. Maybe AFC, it's something where it'd be like, you're probably not getting in. You're probably not going to be able to turn that around good enough to not get screwed somewhere by somebody already. Like, the Ravens losing to the Dolphins is not good for the playoffs. Like, if you're a Ravens fan, you should be like, oh, fuck, we might miss the playoffs by the same record now. We might miss the playoffs because we just lost to Miami. If we're both a wild card team and we're both the last slot with 11 or 12 wins, well, guess what? We give that spot to Miami now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what an 0-2 start right now could mean, especially if you're not playing your division or anything. But if it's, especially now, since like the season kind of like is set up to like play like your division almost 2 times in a row to start the season. It's like, well, yeah, I can take a lot away from a team playing some random AFC. If it's already been AFC versus an NFC team, I'd be like, well, what is that gonna? Why are they putting this so early? You're 0-2 in fantasy. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna look. I've had a bad start to the season. Yeah, Lyle Collins is embarrassing. That guy really came into the fucking Bengals organization, said some shit like, Joe Burrow, your bodyguard has arrived. You ain't ever hitting the ground again. And he lied right to Joe Burrow's fucking face, dude. That man has been sacked more than anyone else this season has been. It's just like, holy moly, Lyle. I don't even care, Kenny. I'm not even playing this year. I don't give a fuck. Also, dunked on you. You won't admit the truth, Kenny, or release the tapes. But Kenny censored the tapes of me dunking on him on a 10-foot hoop. Yeah, Kenny, he's trying to trade you Derek Carr for or he wants Derek Carr from you for Aaron Rodgers. You can get your hands on the guy you want. I'm assuming you're going to take that trade. I can't imagine that you wouldn't want that trade. Yeah, Kenny's going to be like, yeah, sure. I don't think you're in the same league, Dale. Are you? I mean, if you are, you can swap that trade right now if you have a quarterback worth trading for. Kenny might be scrambling to get his Yahoo open right now to orchestrate the trade his goddams. He's like, has the trade been sent? Are you going to send it? Send it. Chase, have you heard about the... Chase, have you kept up with the latest drama today? Holy shit. I can't believe this is where it's come to. That's all I'm going to say. It's fucking crazy right now. It's been every single day, one new thing. And today we got another new drop. Pretty fucking crazy. No, not the gambling stuff. The Miz went after Trainwrecks, right? And then Trainwrecks fired back. This motherfucker's covering up sexual assaults. Like, holy shit. And then it turned out to be true. That Miz Kiffin and at the time girlfriend were covering up an assault. Or at least some harassment, not an assault. I should use the proper word. It was harassment. Unwanted touching when a girl was asleep, so that's harassment by the claim. Very bad, very sick behavior. And yeah, that's the new drama that the OTK clan was covering that up. Yeah, it's gotten pretty crazy out there, Chase. Dale said, "Damn, dude, I can't even." I'm a big Miz fan. I gotta go check some stuff out. I'm out of here. Have a good night, everybody. Dale's getting onto his weird ass Twitch accounts that he has for when he's not around here. He's like, all right, fucking get onto the fucking weird my meme account. Let's go. He's loading shit up. Yeah, and it turns out they were covering up some weird shit going on. Yeah, it's ugh. Oh man, that just sucks to find out all them people are a bunch of people with some problems out there. We know Dale. We know you're probably one of the biggest juicers on Earth. You probably have done school reports on XQC. That was probably one of the funniest videos ever made, by the way. when that kid actually shut up and did a fucking what he spent his summer doing report on XQC playing GTA roleplay. Oh man, that's so great. I can't wait for like that to happen more often. I've seen plenty of Andrew Tate presentations by kids. Very funny. I've seen XQC presentations. I've seen a lot of streamer presentations, and every single one is by exactly what you think like a streaming like super fan would look like. You're like, oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that that's what that is. Pretty much, Chase. Literally got famous because he's fucking ISIS cameraman. It's a good hustle. I don't know though. Kirk Cousins is trending. I don't like being on this app. Oh, why is Matt Patricia trending? This is he said there's nothing funnier than there's nothing funnier than when this happened on the Lions. Matt Patricia really told Darius Slay he was gay for training with other Pro Bowl corners in the offseason. And it was actually if you don't think this happened, well, it did. And I remember it very clearly when this happened. He told me in front of the whole team in the team meeting room, showing me clips of me getting a ball, showed clips of me in practice getting a ball caught on me or so in practice. And Slay said, I posted a picture. And he told me, stop sucking this man's private. So I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hold up. Where I'm from, that don't fly. Because I wouldn't say that to him. Literally called him gay. Told him to stop sucking a dude's penis. He's not really even wrong for saying shit like that. Like, man, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. It's weird. Why you, dude? Matt Patricia was the first person to be like, dude's dick riding. What am I supposed to do? What if that's how Patricia responds? Does he win? I called him a dick rider. What is it, bro? He was dick riding. And just shrugs it off. Goes, maybe he shouldn't have been riding that dick so hard. I don't know. It's not my problem. Fucking cringe. Yeah, he's a fuck, dude. Trust me, Patricia has been. The problem was Patricia was putting like every single corner in cover zero, and Darius Slay couldn't do it. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Why the fuck those two? I was stunned it didn't work out. Like, I think that's the biggest thing is like it just didn't. Like he just never worked in the system with that Patricia brought over. Like I personally, I thought Darius Slay was about to become the best corner to ever play football. I was like, oh no, this is Devin. I was like, this is literally Darrell Revis all over again. Oh goodness gracious. I thought I was like, this is gonna be like. I thought it would have been. You remember what Gilmore did in like 2019 or whatever when he won Depoy? I was like, oh boy, he's gonna have a better year than that. Usually corners do well in that system. I guess Patricia just thinks any corner works in that system, but I think it's a very specific corner you got to get in that system. Because again, Jonathan Jones does well for the Patriots in that system already this season. But you know, some teams work different. Tavalai made a big play against the Steelers this week. You guys just don't know how to use him. And he was in on a forced fumble. So we're going to turn him into a good player because you guys just kind of stink at developing talent, at least for a while you did. Just kind of bummy about it. No offense. And then also draft like your entire offensive line and, you know, whatever. A bunch of your defensive starters right now. Would have also probably traded Stafford had he asked. Actually, I don't know how that would have went with Matt Patricia. He might have said, "Nah, I'm not going to do that." Huh? Yeah, no, we're not doing that, Matt. You're just, what? He just sits in with the weird, like, no. You're here to play forever. Starts like sticking his gut in his face. He's like, "Oh, stop." Matt Stafford's like, "Please stop." "Oh, fucking please." All right. I think I'm running out of things to talk about. See, week 2. What is there really to take away from week 2? What we can learn. Not much quite yet. Next week, the week you learn most of it. But again, we're literally that far away from being in like relevant enough time to know what teams are. Is this really what Miami is after they only put up 20 and half the yards against the Patriots, or are they more somewhere in the middle of this or the 20 points? You know what I mean? I'm guessing they're a little bit more in the middle toward the 20-point side than toward the 42 side. But hey, this could be more what Miami is, and the Patriots could just have a crack defense. If you see like kind of consistent performance from a team right now, you can maybe start to build, oh, okay, this team's going to have a good offense. Look at Buffalo. They've scored what, like fucking 70 points in 2 games. And then we the Patriots, we don't know if the Patriots have a good defense until they play Buffalo. Are you guys the only standard of a good team? Like, is that how that works? Is that the only way? Oh, no, that's not how that works. It's not, you guys aren't the standard bearer, like to like, in order to beat. No, they could have a good team and not be able to beat you guys. What does that mean? What if they win? What if the only games they lose this year are to you guys and they win every other game? then they win 5 more games than you guys. Points. I mean, do they play you guys next week? If they do, then I'm just being weird then. Do you guys play next week? Because I got Buffalo if you guys play next week. I mean, you guys are going to fucking shit on them. It'll beat them up. Or is it week 4? Are we like a week away? Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Then yeah, okay. I was like... Yeah, next week. Yeah, I missed that part. I've been doing that all day. I read way too much today. That's the problem. My fucking brain's fried. I started missing small ass words today and like started making a bunch of critiques on things and like compliments about things that I missed that I thought were really cool that were not even in there. The fucking Jaguars won. Buccaneers finally beat the Saints. End of the era of Drew Brees. No more lucky wins. Patriots keep winning versus the Steelers. That's all we ever do. Yeah, I mean, Tuanon's about to become real. Dude, if you guys get blown out by Miami next week, do you know how bad that's going to be for you guys? You guys might just need to stay off the internet if you're a Bills fan. And you get beat by them fucking Miami fans. Oh, boy. They weren't that bad when they beat us because they barely were able to pull it off. See, they'll act like they smoked us now, which they didn't. We'd have won if we had any competency on the fucking offensive side of the ball. Literally, if we'd have scored 2 times more, we win that game by a point, or by 4 points, and it's an easy clap victory. You guys couldn't do anything. You guys just kept getting the ball from us because we were literally giving it back in 3 plays, sometimes less with turnovers. But I don't think more than a drive went longer than 3 plays. So, I mean, it's a good showing by your defense that immediately got smoked the next week. So it's like, well, where's your defense even? Is it as good as the Patriots let it seem like? Because I don't think so. The Patriots offense was just really bad. Like, we beat ourselves against you guys. It's like, I'm not even, again, not trying to shit talk you guys right now, because Miami fans right now are like, literally, like, you guys have a good team, solid. But you should have a good team. Jesus Christ, with how many fucking you have 3 legitimate number 1 wide receivers as your 3 1 2 1 2 3. And not a single one of them play like slot and shit. It's all like actual number 1 spots that number 1s play on. Because you don't really want to stick a guy with like 4.3 speed in the slot. That's kind of fucking wasteful. Why? So we can get hurt? Yeah, that's a really good investment of a guy fucking like that they're all spending the money that they're spending on. Ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Buffalo to cover them. It's actually an interesting game coming up for the Buffalo, but I think the Bills are quite ready. Them sitting Josh Allen and not scoring like that is kind of hard, because it's like, damn, dude. They needed way less time to do what the Miami did. I don't know who's more scary. The team we beat throwing the ball 3 times against last year, which is still one of the most all-time classic wins. Again, I've always proposed this to people. Would you, A, rather lose a playoff game, which, hey, that happens to good teams too. Great teams have lost playoff games. Super Bowl fucking AFC champion, NFC champions lose Super Bowls. That's a playoff loss. So playoff loss ain't bad. Or would you rather lose a game or a game in which the other team throws the ball 3 times against you in the modern era of football? What's a more embarrassing loss? A playoff game? Or a game in which the other team threw the ball 3 times and completed, like, I think one of those passes for like 4 yards? I don't know. Personally, I don't think losing a playoff game is a great insult. You lost in the playoffs. Yeah. Cool. That happens to good teams all the time. In fact, great teams have lost in the playoffs, so that's not even a real argument. Okay, cool. So we're a pretty good team. We made the playoffs. You lost to us in the regular season, and we threw the ball 3 times. That's a hilarious way to lose a football game. Yeah, you guys may have blown us out, but at least it was a playoff game that we lost. And we've won 6 Super Bowls, so I can say that. You know, it ain't a big deal to a Patriots fan. What's another playoff loss? Oh, well. Oh, you guys got one the next week, so it's not even that big a deal. We got fucked by the same rules you guys got fucked by in that week. Yeah, the Patriots versus the Bills, the way that the refs just kind of ignored all the penalties and switched them over to the Bills. Yeah, I remember what happened. The media censor. But it's crazy. Like, there's something that happens whenever you talk about what happened about that game, where you just can't even hear it. Oh yeah, it was like gale force. It was like the most shocking weather conditions that they probably shouldn't have let the game be played in. But I'm pretty sure the Patriots went, we practiced all week in this. We're playing. And it's like, well, the Bills, I guess, could have practiced in this week too. Like, we don't know why they didn't. And then, yeah, they lost because they weren't ready for the weather conditions. And the Patriots looked like, fuck, we knew what we had to do. If Buffalo would have done what we did, they couldn't run the ball at the time. That's why they drafted a running back. Yeah, that was a hilarious game to lose, though. It's just a funny game to lose because we only threw it 3 times and we just came out like little assholes. And it's like everybody knew the Patriots had some weird trolly ass game plan because it's like, well, what are the Patriots about to do? And then everyone's like, they only threw it 3 times. That's crazy. It's like, how is it crazy that everybody was expecting some crazy shit out of Bill Belichick, and then he did the crazy thing, and everybody's like, isn't that one of the craziest things ever? No, it's hilarious that he just committed so hard to one thing. And it worked. Like, that's just a funny way to win a football game. Just to fucking bust out the Navy playbook from right now and win a game. Like, okay, that's pretty cool. But I hate when everyone says it's crazy. No, it's not. Like, that's my thing though. Like, it could be a crazy game if everybody didn't expect there to be like something crazy done by Bill Belichick, like run it like 40 times. Like, it's just, I get like that's a crazy thing to happen, but it's not really crazy if everyone expects him to do something like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, he kind of just performed as we expected him to considering the situations. It would have been crazy if he threw the ball a whole bunch of times and tried to do what Josh Allen was able to do because he's got a strong arm. Even he couldn't throw the fucking ball in that weather. I'm glad we didn't try with Mac Jones. There was more than one throw of his that went fucking just wonky because of the wind. It was several of them. The entire first half, it was basically Josh Allen trying to figure out how to throw it into the wind. Because he had another quarter where he had to get in the wind. And the Patriots, one of the things we did that was very, very smart was control the clock in the quarter in which the Bills were with the wind. Like, we were somehow winning the quarter in which the Bills had the clock, like the wind working with them, and we had the wind on our side so we could hit field goals. So literally, we'd get the ball down to about the 20, get stuffed up, and then just hit a field goal. And that was basically, I think, how we won that game. We just had to get really, really close so we wouldn't fucking miss because of the wind. That was a shitty game. Fun memory game. Shit game to watch because, boy, oh boy, it wasn't even good play. It was just bad play. Fucking defense is playing lazy as shit because nobody could throw the... You seen corners just standing there? They didn't even look tired. Like, ugh. I'm like, what, dude? I'm not even gonna get fucking hurt. Just run, pretend like you're on a run. All right, though. I'm pretty well good. It was a fun week. There isn't not much takeaway. I guess you can, again, look to consistent performances in certain aspects from like team play heading into week 2. I think I went 9-7 in my picks this week, so I'm pretty good. I'm almost to 10 games. First 2 weeks to go to have anything over 500, I think, is a solid week. Just because it's kind of a crapshoot the first couple weeks. You could have picked the Jets week 1 and been like, ain't no fucking way they're winning week 2, and then you just have 2 games wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because if you're going off week to week, it's kind of hard right now. Which is basically what I did for a lot of games this week. A bunch of them went. I could have been like fucking 12-4. It could have been a really good week for me. Maybe even 14-2. I was at a crazy clip at one point this week. Yeah, I've heard about that game. I don't have clear memories of the early 2000s. I was a very young child with a lot of things happening. I don't even have like consistent thoughts of days or anything until 9/11 happened. And I went, oh, I guess it's time to grow up and have a conscience. Hello, world. Like, that's my clearest day of being a young person. It was 9/11. I was about 9. I'd have been 8. It was 3rd grade. Damn, I was that young. Yeah, I was in 3rd grade. What were we doing that day? Probably nothing. Probably some boring ass art. All I remember from Detroit schools is I think I did art. They weren't the greatest. I didn't have any fucking actual transferable math skills from that place. I could read really well, and I was very artistic and creative. You know, I had some good skills until about 3rd grade. Then I went to a real school. And I was like, what is this? Mathematics. Again, I don't think I had to use my brain at any point to this whole point in my life until 9/11 happened. It was just smooth sailing. Everything was glorious. Fucking Pokemons and shit. And just... I was busy at that time. So I literally was playing Gold version most of my time. So I didn't even really care about 9/11. I'll be honest. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I went and played Pokemon. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what 9/11 was. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Maybe you shouldn't fly into the buildings. I was like, why is this is that a problem? Oh, we're under attack. I looked outside. I very well remember being a smartass about it. I looked outside and went, I don't really see anything. and neither of my parents laughed at that joke. My brothers thought it was very, very funny though, and they started laughing. And they went and looked at the window and went, yeah, I don't see anything either. And my parents had a bunch of fucking dipshits laughing hysterically at 9/11, I was thinking I was killing it. I was like, oh, I'm killing the game right now. Because what am I supposed to comprehend about the seriousness of that situation? This is a bad moment. Why? My favorite question. We're under attack. And then I don't even know if I was trying to be funny. I genuinely thought, uh-oh. Yeah, now I understand the severity because I'm not fucking 8 years old. But when you're 8 years old, you literally just went, well, I got out of school today and I got to play Pokemon all fucking day. My parents don't care what I do. They're just, I think my parents were probably just happy we weren't fucking scared. They probably went, oh, thank God. Oh. Could you imagine having like 4 boys just terrified? And now instead they're just fucking around and just having, like, I'd be like, oh, thank God. They handled that so well. I don't know how that happened. That's good. All right, fucking, okay, we can worry about this. They don't need to worry about it. They don't seem to give a shit. Yeah, they seem more focused about just getting on their Game Boys. They should have stopped my brothers from playing video games at that point. That's a problem. Not really. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I was way too young when 9/11 actually occurred to be impacted. A lot of people were really way too young. They weren't even born yet. That was the craziest thing to me when I realized there was people who turned 18 that had like not even been alive when 9/11 happened. And it's like, wow, that's fucking crazy. Purple jersey on Rocky? No, I don't remember that time, but that's funny. The Eagles fans or the Vikings fans are probably regretting doing that. They just got fucking rocked. A+ joke for me. That was fucking awful. Oh yeah, you guys play the Browns, which you guys should probably beat them. I have zero trust left in. I don't know though. I don't know about your quarterback situation at this current point in time. But you guys played good twice in a row, so it's not like you guys have been like bad. Like if I don't know if that makes sense. Actually, that's kind of a weird statement. Hey, we're pretty good. 14 likes, and I haven't said a single thing about likes tonight. That's pretty good. I appreciate that, everyone. Thank you very kindly. This stream's done pretty solid in views too. Despite only doing a half, this would have done numbers. In 2016, they came into Philly, screaming skull and put a purple jersey on Rocky's statue. Ugh. I still find it funny that you guys have a statue of Rocky up there in that city. And there's like actual famous like world famous boxers from Philadelphia that don't have statues. And it's like, why is that? Isn't like Joe Frazier actually like from Philadelphia? It's just like, yeah, but he's not like as cool as Rocky. It's like he's literally like better than Rocky. He's like cooler than Rocky. I don't know though. I don't know about if that's a real thing. I know that there's a good deal of boxers that come from Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. I get it. No, I get it. Rocky's cooler. I'd keep, you know. Rocky means more to Philadelphia than Joe Frazier did. I get it. Yeah, and there's like an actual boxer, Marciano. Yeah, like no, like it's like the actual Invincible movie. Everyone's just like, it's a movie about the Eagles. Like, no, it's actually like about a guy that played for the Eagles that a lot of Eagles fans really, 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 really like. So like, no, I actually get it, but it's crazy. You wouldn't. But it's just funnier to pretend like you guys put a statue of Sylvester Stallone up there and went, we fucking love that guy. He's basically one of us. That's all. I just find things like that kind of funny. More or less the meme behind it than the actual truth. Because again, the actual truth is a nice statue. I don't know. Unless that's the name of the character, and I just don't really know Rocky that well. Because again, I don't know the movies that well. I never watched them. I don't fucking like fighting. Unless it's pro wrestling, I don't generally care. I like pro wrestling. I think that's way funnier and way more entertaining than... Except for like when like very specific UFC people fight. Then it's very entertaining. Otherwise, I don't care who wins in those fights. I'm like, ooh. No, I never lived in Pennsylvania either. Never lived outside of Michigan for any extended period of time, except for like maybe a week, maybe two when I went on vacation. I don't like leaving the state. I fucking hate everywhere I've been so far. I live in Colorado long term, but everywhere else so far has been an absolute pass. They've all just got like one or two bad things I don't like where I'm like, I can't adjust to this. I'd never adjust. Like Tennessee would be a cool ass place to live because I really like the wildlife, there. It's if they legalized weed, it'd be the best state to move to. That's probably one of my top on the list. But again, they got some dumb fucking backwards ass weed laws that I completely disagree with. So I'm completely good on that. But I like the mountains in Tennessee more. I mean, Montana might be nice, and I might like that. But again, they got the anti-weed laws there that I'm completely against. So they'll never get my money. Fuck them. Because objectively, there's not much difference in a lot of these states to Michigan, except they're slightly warmer, and they have mountains, and I like those two things. So, and I can't really do this cold for too much longer. I'm just gonna get older and be reminded more and more that I don't want to live in the cold, and I'm gonna be like, oh wait, I don't even have to, and then I leave. It's gonna be that quick for me one day. Like, oh wait a minute, I don't have to stay in the cold. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm educated. I've got a master's degree now. I can leave. Then I'm out. No, I'd move to Colorado, the southern part of it. Live in the Grand Tetons out in, like near Utah. Be like, all right, this fucking rules. You guys got no idea how hot it gets in that part of that part rules. That's a warm part of Mexico, basically Mexico, but also Colorado. That shit would kick ass to live out there. Grand Junction, Colorado. Other states have copied Colorado. They did everything, all the cool laws first. They even got fucking mushroom laws. Colorado's cooler. They got all the cool fucking laws. They're like the cool hippie state. They make a shitload of money because their national parks are very well kept and create a lot of tourism. So there's just a lot of money spent in Colorado, and it's just it's a good state. It's objectively a good state for the country to have. It's just like, yeah, it makes a lot of money so they can get to be hippies. Yeah, again, I've been to Colorado, so I'll have fun. I will. A lot more fun than living in fucking Montana. Yeah, out here we do nothing. And then a meth head runs into town and we all shoot him. He gets up and runs away, and it's hilarious. And that's Montana. What else happens out there? Like, there's like 40,000 people that live in the state. Like, what seriously happens out there? I don't think it's that few, but in Wyoming used to have like 682,000 people in there. And if you think I'm lying, that's a real specific number. I'm off by several thousand. I literally just said I've been to Colorado. I know there's nothing to do in them kind of states. I've been in Wyoming. It's probably the exact same as Montana. There ain't shit there except mountains and farms. It's like, dude, it's like everything. It's like everywhere else in the Midwest. There's nothing here except those states got mountains and the other states got cornfields. Montana's got both. And some of the other Midwest states got both. Like, it's not like you guys are like exclusively the only state with mountains and cornfields. It's the same thing in Colorado. We farm. So I mean, come on. Like, what do they do in northern Colorado? It's the same. It's the same fucking people in the north part of the state. Oh, are they? They build nukes? Yeah, I'm never gonna work in fucking... Yeah, I'm good. I'm not living in a state that's gonna get struck by nuclear missiles first. Have fun with that. You know exactly where they're gonna hit first? The place that makes the nukes. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm not living anywhere near that motherfucking state. Yeah, I think I actually know the majority of the inland ones sit somewhere in it. Actual single digit IQ. Why? Because I don't want to live in Montana. Again, there is nothing to do there. I'd fucking kill myself. It'd be awful to live there. I shouldn't say that other thing. I wouldn't go that far. I just wouldn't move there. Don't have to. But if it's a nuclear missile state, then I'm good. Fucking first state to get where I want to live probably might not even be known to be nuked. Southern Colorado at the fucking border with Utah. Well, he's gonna nuke the fucking blow up the Grand Canyon. Why? Because fuck it. Specifically the part that's majority in the northern weird part of Utah, kinda. Like, why would they blow up where I'm at, where I want to move to? What's in southern? I mean, I guess maybe because of Area 51. That's more Nevada. Have you ever been to Grand Junction, Colorado? Do you know what you're talking about? Yeah, there's nobody in that state. I've been there the most like populated time of tourism the year there. There's nobody there. There's literally like me and my buddy were there. at the hotel we were staying at. It was like, dude, what? It's not. I was like, wow, I'm shocked by the lack of people here. He's like, yeah, and so was everybody. They were like, yeah, this is kind of what it is around here. Maybe there are more fucking populated parts. Maybe I was there at a weird time, maybe a weird week or two, but I was in Colorado for like 2 weeks. It just never got like crazy busy. I don't know. Yeah, I mean it just doesn't seem like that crazy amount of people live there. Doesn't even seem like that different from Wyoming, other than the fact that like there's just nothing to do. Like you'd have to drive to another state to find entertainment, like good entertainment. At least with Colorado, you fucking drive up to Denver and you can go to a Rockies game. That's mainly what I mean with nothing to do. Like you don't need something to do all the time. And those states are good for having nothing to do. But at least with like Colorado, you can drive into Denver, right? Park your car for the day and make a day of it and have a very good time and then just drive home. You have to drive to a whole nother state in Montana and Wyoming. It wouldn't take very long, especially if, well, it depends on what part you live in. But you know what I mean? Like to get adequately like non like shit entertainment. You don't really got sports teams out there, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you got colleges. I guess you got colleges. I forget college sports are pretty big out in those kind of states. I don't think it's hard. It's probably hard. It's probably hard for uneducated migrants like yourselves. I'm a high value migrant if I was to migrate. I have a master's degree and all them European weirdo countries hold that shit in high esteem. I'll be fucking given a cushy job even. But, well, see you motherfuckers. Peace. I knew getting one of these and fucking seeking asylum in a European country would pay off, and it did. I'm Romanian now. No, I'm Czechoslovakian now. What's good? I'm a citizen of I'm a citizen of Prague. That'd just be a weird place, very specific to move to. Be like, it seems like a nice place. You ever looked it up on the internet? Looks kind of cool. No, they probably extradite to the United States, so I wouldn't do that. I don't need to do that. I'd just be seeking a new place to live. I don't think I'd be sent back to America because America's like, wait, he can't get citizenship. Why? He's American, and they're like, "Oh, we'll give him back. We have him back on the plane right now." Well, it's like he burned his citizenship card and said he was he said he was American. He said he was fucking Czech now. We took him. Oh, all right. Bye bye. Click. That's what I thought America would do. They wouldn't. I keep forgetting. I wouldn't be leaving for criminal reason, unless there was like a weird war going on, and I was a prisoner or a criminal of war. And then I don't think I'd be taken in anyway, you know? Would you be like, can I come to here from America and seek asylum? I'm being accused of a war crime. They're like, no, we'd prefer not, actually. That'd be cool. All right, I'm out of things to stream about. I'm just trying to get this to exactly 2 hours and end the stream. But I can start to wrap this up now, though. I appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. It was a fun night. Again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to do the whole game, but I think I made up for it with a little show after. But, you know, kind of wasn't real. There wasn't really any point to this. This was just me just kind of babbling about things. These post-game Monday streams will get better and better as the season gets like more and more pronounced, as we like, you know, actually get some like significant meaning in the games, other than, oh, that's crazy, that team won this week, which is what you get more from the week 3, I think, as like Like, all right, well, this team's done this like 3 times in a row now. This is probably what they're going to be a pretty. There might be like a couple variations, a few bad games here or there. And, but this is probably a little bit of what their identity is. And you can do that with a lot of this week. Like, you can probably see like a team like the Eagles, who everyone thought was going to be good, looks pretty good, has played pretty good. They're probably pretty good. Like, there's stuff like that you can pretty much just start to, unless something crazy starts happening with the team and it's like, whoa, what happened? But like most of that, it's still kind of like, yeah, especially since there's a lot of close matchups this week. So it'll be exciting. I'll have my picks video out tomorrow afternoon, probably like 1 or 2 p.m. As soon as I'm finished writing a story, I'll have it out. It'll be up tomorrow though, 100% by sometime in the afternoon. You gotta understand, I might even like do it like right now, and like so I don't have to like spend time like typing things, but I don't have to really type too much out except like the names of the teams, and I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But all right, I appreciate everybody. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. It's probably over for most. It's fucking midnight. All right. That was a weird debate to get into with the person. Sorry about that, Cunningham. I hope you're cool still. Your state's cool. It's just there's nothing to do. Don't worry. I live in a state with nothing to do either. It's just, I got some pretty cool cities in my state. Plus, we're in the north and basically Canada. So I don't know. I don't think we'd leave the United States, but if the United States broke apart, I'm pretty sure America would just join up into Canada. Or, not America. Fucking 5 IQ statement. Oh, my leg hurts. But all right, though. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the upload of the video, but I probably won't go live tomorrow. I have nothing really I'm taking a couple days off. Because again, when it's NFL season, I'll wind up streaming for a week straight before I get like any kind of time off. And it's after Sunday, I stream like 2 games usually, and then I do a game and a half on Monday. Or well, half game on Monday. So it's a lot of streaming in a few days. Plus, I'm doing a whole bunch of shit all week leading up into it, and blah 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 blah. It was a good comeback. I'm already taking time off. I'm like, all right, I've only been back since the 17th, but I'm out of here. But again, it's mainly just because I want to upload and work on a bunch of school stuff tomorrow. And I like to use Tuesdays again to get caught up in class and yada, yada, yada. All right, though. Have a good one, guys. Peace out. Go Lions, go Tigers, and as always, go Patriots. I'll see you tomorrow evening, or Wednesday evening for NFL Weekly News if you tune into that. If not, I'll see you when I see you next. Probably Thursday night, which will be the Bears and the Browns.